A Georgia man has accused his former employer of a childish move after he received his final payment of $915 in pennies.
This is literally going to be my next one, but that's fine.
Yeah, Andreas Flatten discovered the haul of 90,000 coins, which were covered in an oily, greasy substance at the bottom of his driveway. On top of the pile was his final payslip, along with an explicit parting message from the car workshop where he worked. Mr. Flatten left his job in November and claims he had encountered difficulty receiving the payment. He now spends his nights gradually cleaning the pennies so he can cash them in, and it took him an hour and a half to make a few hundred of the coins usable. Miles Walker, who owns the workshop, told WGCL-TV that he didn't know if he had dropped the pennies outside Mr. Flatten's house or not. He said, "I don't really remember. It doesn't matter. He got paid. That's all that matters." The businessman then called Mr. Flatten a weenie. Olivia Oxley, Mr. Flatten's girlfriend, said she hopes the incident will highlight how people are treated so poorly by their employers. But she is looking on the bright side, saying, "With that many pennies we're bound to find a few treasures. I've already found one from 1937 after the first shovel full. All we could do was laugh because this poor miserable man took so much time to be vindictive and cruel. We absolutely refuse to let him ruin a single moment of ours." That's great on their part. He definitely remembers doing that.
Who's going to go through all those to find like rare pennies? Like,
I mean, I guess
there are people who do it.
Yeah.
it would be funny if they found one that was worth like a ton of money.
Yeah, good for them. They're making the best of it.
The thing that got me was the oily substance. Did the guy just put all the pennies together and then like take a bottle of oil and just like fucking cover them?
Grease or something. I mean, look, you can pay people in pennies, but
I mean, if you work in an auto shop, you probably got like a 50-barrel drum of like used oil or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
You should call the environmental. Yeah, this guy just dumped a bunch of oil.
Yeah, that's where you could have them, right? Like he dropped the pennies, fine. That's one thing. You have to accept payment in American money, pennies. But when you have oil on these pennies, then you could say like there's a chemical, there's a substance on these. I don't have to accept this.
Yeah, I mean, what if they were covered in shit or something?
Yeah.
There's a story I heard. It's been a long time ago. I want to say it was a race car driver, but he got fined like some ridiculous fine, like $100,000.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
And like he just showed up with like a dump truck full of pennies, and they had to take them all.
That's a good way to do it.
But yeah.
That's how I would do it.
That's how I should pay my taxes.
That would cost a fortune, though, for you. Because you'd have
Plus,
to,
you're not supposed to send money through the mail, are you? I guess
I don't know.
I wonder if you could just pull it up to their headquarters.
I heard like of an interesting trick where like, some companies in their marketing would send like paid by the recipient or whatever. Like they'll pay to put the stuff in the envelope and ship it back to them.
Oh yeah.
And so people would like put a bunch of bricks in a box and like tape it on there and send it out. I'm like, that's pretty smart.